How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the Here's the Crack YouTube channel. We're going to be reacting or giving our opinion on the UniLAD Things to Do in Belfast, Northern Ireland video. We have been banging out content, podcasts, everything online's out there on TikTok, Instagram, so if you don't already follow us, go and follow us. Like or share, do whatever you want to do. We are currently obviously in the middle of lockdown number 376 as it feels like. Hello darkness, my old friend. So we're going to react to or give our opinion on some of the things that were discussed in this lovely video by UniLAD Adventures, Things to Do in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Let's go.
Welcome to UniLAD Adventure. Here's a look at some of the best things you can do on a trip to Belfast. With the Causeway coastal route being so nearby, it's an absolute must if you're staying for more than a day. This road trip has a lot of highlights, but some of the most memorable include walking across the narrow rope bridge at Carrick-a-Reid. It's a 20-metre bridge over a 30-metre drop with colourful blue waters below.
Carrick-a-Reid rope bridge is definitely a spot. Like, you do think it's going to be this like sort of magically intense experience where you're going over this like really rickety bridge and you know, death is imminent. It's not. It's just simply not.
Why pay just to walk across a bridge? You're paying like to go on a bridge. Just like walk across a bridge, come back.
You can also see Sheep Island from here, which is heavily featured in Game of Thrones. Not to mention the spectacular trail along the cliffside, with great views all round. Then there's Cushendon Caves to explore.
Cushendon Caves I would definitely go, I would go to it. I would recommend you to go to it if you haven't been in Northern Ireland before, or if you're planning a wee road trip, because at the end of the day it is a Game of Thrones location. There's a lot of locations in Northern Ireland that Game of Thrones was shot on. Really interesting scenes, really intense scenes. This location, however, is a bit dodgy. In this particular location your dog was in, she gives birth to some demon child. It just completely walks out of her and then starts terrorising the country. Will I 100% guarantee that you'll leave there feeling fulfilled and completely enthralled that you spent your petrol going there? To be honest with you, no.
And the unmissable Dark Hedges, better known as the King's Road. Walking through the natural beauty of the Dark Hedges feels like you've stepped right through your television and into Westeros.
The Dark Hedges, basically a road with trees either side of them, maybe 200-300 metre road. In the video they describe it as unmissable, definitely missable.
Aye, I give or take them. You could go anywhere in Northern Ireland, anywhere at all, and you would find a road which at either side of them happens to have bushes, hedges or trees that come up in a very nice way.
Dark Hedges. I've never been to the Dark Hedges. I don't watch Game of Thrones. It just looks like a road with some trees around it, so...
There's like hundreds of people trying to park on a one-way road, like just throwing the cars up in hedges, like just abandoning their cars just so they can see a few trees.
It is an absolute pain in the ass to park because there are so many people there, and B, you will never get a nice picture of it because there is lots of bus loads of people who come with cameras and, you know, getting photos and stuff. Maybe don't waste your time if you've limited time in Northern Ireland.
We recommend stopping for lunch at a local Irish pub along the way, and there are many that take advantage of the running theme. However, if you're in it for the scenery more than the popular culture, then there are plenty of places that don't feature an Iron Throne. After winding your way through the idyllic Irish countryside, you'll find yourself at the main attraction, the Giants Causeway.
Right, we've got to the Giants Causeway part of this video. Do I agree that it's stunning? Yes. I do a bit of photography. I've been to the Giants Causeway a number of times for sunrises, sunsets. It is stunning. If you're in Northern Ireland, you have to visit the Giants Causeway.
Yeah, rocks, and more rocks.
When you're up on the Giants Causeway, like on the actual rocks, they're slippy, and like if you fall, you're hurting yourself, and if you fall off the edge of them, like you're gone, you're just gone.
Is the visitor centre a bit of a rip-off? Aye, yes it is. We're trying to rob you of all your money you've got here to put back into our country.
And then you've families bringing their kids up on these rocks, running around as if it's a soft play area. It's pure, it stresses me out.
Back in Belfast, there's so much to see and learn about. If you really want to get into the heart of the city's history, then take a tour around Crumlin Road Prison.
If you go to a school in Northern Ireland, Crumlin Road Jail is one of the hot spots for a school trip. It's one of them school trips where the teacher tells you can bring £2 with you because there might be a cafe or a sweet shop. Like, it's pretty cool to show you the underground tunnel. The most exciting part of the experience is going to the cafe after, even though it's a deer hole.
They'll tell you all about the troubles and the conditions inmates faced during their time in this literal hellhole. Now let's talk about the city centre. There are plenty of incredible places to lose yourself on Belfast streets. Check out the iconic Cathedral Quarter for some of the best bars in town.
Cathedral Quarter, in my opinion, is probably one of the best places in Belfast. There's alcohol, there's drink, there's wine, there's beer. What more could you want?
These picturesque streets are filled with everything from modern bars to good old-fashioned pubs. We celebrated New Year here and we couldn't have asked for a better night out. Then there's the Titanic Museum, where you can learn all about the construction, operation and voyage of the renowned ship.
The Titanic Museum, if you're in Northern Ireland, if you're in Belfast, go.
If I'm honest, if you're heading out to Titanic Quarter, save yourself a trip. Stop at the SSE Arena and go to W5. That's where it's at.
The detail here is incredible. It's a real eye-opening experience that shows there's so much more to this story than you may have seen in Hollywood movies.
A lot of people have watched the movie where, you know, Kate Winslet gets her kit off, and here, you know what I mean? Contrary to popular belief, Leonardo DiCaprio was not on that boat at the time. COVID.
You can even step on board the SS Nomadic, the last remaining boat that was used to ferry people out so they could board the Titanic.
Had a wee run in with an iceberg, sunk.
The thing with the Titanic is, like, we're literally celebrating something that was built here that didn't work. Like.
Finally, the most fun way to explore the streets of Belfast has to be with Wetos Tours. You pedal your own bar around the town centre on an epic pub crawl, dismounting at some of the city's best known watering holes.
And the Wetos Tours is a wee machine type thing with 4 wheels on it. You get on, get absolutely sauced up and pedal at the same time, and this boy, scoot, takes you in around Belfast to see all the streets. Now, I've never been on one before, so I'm not going to comment on it and say, look, it's crap, it's new with this, it's that, it's this.
Why would anyone want to do this?
Never think of getting a few tins and grabbing a bike and being like, I'm going to go for a cycle here and drink a few tins. No, just no.
It's a great way to get a feel for the culture of the city, with each pub offering something different. You can bring your own booze for the ride or buy on board. There's a sober driver in charge of steering, so you can have as much fun as you like.
It's a danger. It's a danger to some folk who really don't understand what's coming towards them. It could cause
I'm gonna lose my job.
it could cause serious injury if folk got the right amount of drink put in them, you know.
Thanks for watching our guide to Belfast. Don't forget to leave
So
your
honestly, watching that
recommendations.
video, do I feel like a few comments I want to make on it.
Subscribe for more of the best-
A lot of Northern Ireland tourism at the moment is relying on Game of Thrones. Could I feel like we could be focusing on a lot of different other things? Yes. I would recommend to really do your planning and look into a lot of places to see where exactly you want to go. Obviously, Belfast is a big one. Come on down to Ballymena. I mean, there's Nadine's Diner. If you want good food, you can go to Nadine's Diner. She'll fill you up in ways that you've been never filled up before. That's going to be the end of that video. If you want us to do more videos like this, if you even want us to do a video that is like our top picks for going and visiting in Northern Ireland, then let us know in the comments section. We'd love to know. If you haven't already subscribed, go subscribe, go follow us on social media, Instagram, and if you haven't listened to any of our podcasts, please go do that as well, because we would love to have your feedback on them. But yeah, that's going to be the end of that video, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers!